Once you are finished with your WYCINANKI trees, we are going to create a background. So you are going to be choosing 3 analogous colors. 2 of the primary colors and then the secondary that it creates whenever you mix the 2 primaries. So you can see here that I chose magenta, which is just a version of red, a little bit lighter than red because pink is just a lighter version of red. And I chose blue, and then their mixture, which is the purple. Now as you see, I'm adding these little dots. I added the magenta, then the purple, and then the blue. Now I'm going in with some white in between. Notice that I used that rag to make sure that my brush was nice and clean before I dipped into the white. And now I'm going to very carefully begin using just horizontal brush strokes. So I'm cleaning off my brush a bit and then back and forth, side to side, all the way to the edges. I am painting, mixing those colors, letting that white mix in with the color, letting that second color mix in and slowly change. Now you can see as I'm painting that some of those dots kind of are left behind. So if you really don't like this method, I will show you another method of how you can get this same kind of marbled almost effect with the white mixing in with the colors. So I will show you that after this step here. But whenever you're done painting, you are going to very, very carefully place your tree down on the wet painting. There's 2 tricks to this. First of all, you don't want to misalign it. When it's on there, it's on there. You can't really move it. So I lined up the bottom edge of my tree where that snow or like the present line would be. And then I gently and slowly placed it down. Notice I'm just using the very teeny tiny tips of my fingers to press down my white tree. The paint is wet though. Remember, this is a white tree, so we don't want to touch the paint and then press those dirty fingers down onto the white tree. So I'm trying this as an alternative to glue so we're not getting glue all over the place. So make sure when you are done with your painting that your tree is ready to go, and as you are placing it down, you're being very careful about where you line it up and that you're keeping your fingers clean while you're pressing it on. You can also get the same painting effect by using the paint and mixing that white in with the color as you paint. So notice I load my brush up with white and then just get the very tip of my brush into the other color and then painting back and forth side to side, just like you saw in the other example, and then cleaning the brush off before you move on to the next color. So I kind of just use my placemat here, but you will have that rag that you can use to wipe your brush off. And now you're seeing that I dipped in the white and then dipped in the green. So this is another way you can still get that same painting effect without leaving those little dots behind. So whichever method you feel more comfortable with or that you would like to try. So you can see the other 2 examples. I used red, orange, and yellow. You could use magenta, orange, and yellow if you wanted. Notice the red still turns a pink, but it is a little different than the magenta. And then this one here, I'm using yellow, green, and blue. And the blue could be at the top instead of the yellow. Even with the other colors, you could change that around. So thinking about what color combination that you would like to do, and if you just want to try the dip method, or if you want to actually paint the dots and then spread out your paint on your backgrounds.